Hey loves, how are you doing today? In this video, I actually want to talk about an idea that's going to speed up your manifestation. So if you have any fears or worries about time, or you feel like you've been manifesting for so long, always remember that the perception of time is actually the only reason that we're actually creating it or seeing it show up in our reality. So it's actually this loss of perception and this acceptance that where we are right now, you already have the love that you desire with your specific person at this current moment. That's how we're actually going to eliminate time entirely. And I have found that to be the way in all of my coaching sessions. That has been the way anytime someone wants to manifest in a time crunch, that is the way to do it. And I can actually give you a really good example of this happening. So I recently had someone manifesting that their specific person, but they were meant to leave for the military. And you can see how with this happening, it's not necessarily ideal to the overall manifestation. So they wanted to manifest that they stayed with them and that they had the most amazing life and that they could, whatever benefits they were expecting to see from the military, they were going to get right here and right now without it. And so this person, the first thing I mentioned was exactly what I mentioned at the beginning of the video, in that it is only our perception of time and this view of time that's actually creating it. And I have a really, really fun idea that's going to make us in the moment appreciate where we're at rather than focusing where we're not. Because truly, the goal then with manifesting in a time crunch is actually to remember that you already have it, so there's no time to crunch at all. So it's actually the worry that their specific person would leave for the military, or the worry that it might be December and you haven't manifested, or January, February, whatever date in your mind. It's actually that worry that's creating it. So when we actually come to acceptance with this idea, and I know it sounds strange and paradoxical, but as soon as we're at the acceptance that it doesn't matter if the military happens, or it doesn't matter if it's December and you haven't manifested because you already have all of the love and abundance you have within, that's what actually eliminates those things from happening. So the military ceases to exist, and then you're going to manifest months and months before December because we have fully then resided into the state. But there is a really, really cool idea. So I don't even know if I finished the success story. So this person did manifest using this idea that the specific person did not leave for military and they're staying with them. They've been having so much fun. It's absolutely amazing to see like the full growth and difference between when you start coaching with someone and then at the end. But this is something you can do as well. And I'm sure a lot of people do have this concept of time getting in the way, right? Like how long is it going to take is usually the main question I get. Or if how long manifesting before I should give up? And you're like, hey, if we're feeling like giving up, check out my previous video in which you already have what you want. I'm trying to even think. I literally just filmed it and I can't remember. Oh yeah, it's the act of are you in the state of action or in the state of motion? So are you in the state of actually changing how you feel and who you are internally, or are we just in the motions of doing it? But anyway, the way to make ourselves really remember and get into the state, the end state right here and right now, is actually something biological that I want you to use. And again, everything logical, I always want you to take with a grain of salt, because your mind can always override it, but just something to really help us get into the feeling and getting into the state right here, right now. And it is biology, so I'll make it really simple for you guys, so don't be like, oh my gosh, I hated biology. So the brain actually has way more receptors for the anticipation of a reward than the actual feeling of the reward. And what I mean by that is it has way more receptors and positive feelings towards wanting rather than experiencing and liking that thing in the moment. And that's why we get so hyped up and happy when we're thinking about and imagining all of these amazing things with our specific person. And also why when you have almost your best time before a vacation or on a vacation is right before it, right? Expecting and thinking about it. So using that to our benefit, bask in the moments and in the feelings right here, right now that you are imagining about your reality with your specific person or whatever your manifestation is. Bask in this feeling right now, because this anticipation of already having it and your body knows that you're going to experience it, because when you have the desire for something, you're meant for that thing. You are now in the best feeling you could ever imagine. And this is actually something Neville Goddard would talk about, because he would always say, allow the visualization, the affirmations to satisfy you right here and right now. Don't wait, because we're not waiting once we get our specific person to get into these feelings. In order to see it reflected outside of us, we need to get into the state and get into the feeling right here and right now. So I want you to use that idea to fully allow yourself to think from the end right here and right now. Experience and know all the amazing things that you and your specific person are going to do, because you're already together. There's nothing to go out and get. There's nothing to perform. There's no change that needs to occur. All that we need to do is assume as if we already have what we want, and use this idea to completely eliminate the process of time. Because when we then think of the aspect of we have more neurons and sensations for wanting than liking, we then, our whole concept and idea of time and this manifestation to take a long time can completely go out the window. And it's because then in this moment, the time does not matter anymore, because this time is the best time. And obviously you don't want the best time to be eliminated. So then focus and actually enjoy yourself right here and right now. And as I mentioned, and this does sound paradoxical, but try it out and trust me and see the manifestation happen. When we're actually fully content in the moment and we don't care about time, that's when your manifestation comes instantly. Because I want you to ask yourself, let's say, look around your room and find something that you have. Let's say it's your phone. If I were to ask you, how long would you wait to get your phone that's in your hand? What would your answer be? And you would say, well, forever, right? Like, I already feel like I have it. I don't need it. So I could wait literally forever because I already have it. That's the sensation I want you to have with your specific person. You should be able to technically wait forever because you feel as if you already have it. But remember, this is actually the way to make your manifestation happen instantly, and not that it's going to actually take a long time. Because the state of feeling, again, look at your phone, you would wait forever for it because you feel as if you have it. That's why it's in your hand right here and right now. And why other things that we're worried about time or fearful about time seemingly then take a long time. So that's the trick I want you guys to really, really dive into in order to completely eliminate time. And I know it does sound weird and paradoxical, so maybe even rewatch this video over again if it is super confusing. But the less we worry, the less we perceive that time, and the more we feel as if we already have it, the more time gets eliminated. So what I'm trying to say is it's actually this pursuit towards our specific person that's actually creating the time at all. And again, this may be something to just think about throughout the day because it can get a little abstract and a little crazy, but as soon as you understand this, you are going to completely eliminate time. Just like that individual last week in my coaching session manifested their specific person to not leave for military and remain with them, you are going to do the same exact thing. But again, we do face our fears, so we are facing the fear of it taking a long time and totally being okay with it because, again, you already have it. Like, imagine the fear of your phone not showing up, right? It doesn't exist because you have it. That's how we want to feel with our specific person. So try this out and let me know how quickly your manifestations start rolling in, and always look for that bridge of events to lead you exactly where you want to go. If you did have any questions, make sure to leave them down below in the comment section. And remember, you can also reach out to me at kyleaugustcoaching.com if you did want to send me a personal message, or if you did want to reach out for one-on-one coaching. Thank you guys so much for stopping by today. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up on this video, and then don't forget to subscribe. But thank you again so much for stopping by. I can't wait for you to try this out, and I'll see you in the next video.